Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
OMG. What if I told you that while most of the world was fast asleep, one of China's most influential stars was quietly rewriting the script on what it truly means to be a public figure? We are talking about a massive personal contribution that wasn't designed for headlines, but was sparked by a genuine, heartfelt desire to help. A secret bank transfer, a late-night decision, and a ripple effect that is currently shaking the foundations of social media. You absolutely need to hear the real story behind Liu Yuning's mission to save lives in Guangxi. Welcome back to Update X 24-Hour, your most trusted destination for the stories that really matter in the world of entertainment and human connection. Today, we are stepping away from the glamour of the stage and the intensity of film sets to dive into a story that proves character is defined by what you do when the cameras stop rolling. As relentless, severe storms have swept across Guangxi over the past few days, the reality on the ground has become heartbreaking. Thousands of families have been forced to abandon their homes as rising floodwaters submerged neighborhoods, disrupted daily life, and turned cities like Nanning, Qinzhou, and Guigang into landscapes of survival. In moments of national crisis like this, public attention naturally gravitates toward those with the platform to make a difference. The rumors have been circulating for hours, with whispers online suggesting that Liu Yuning, the powerhouse vocalist of Modern Brothers and a beloved actor, was planning to step in. But while the internet is often a place for speculation, this was a story waiting for the truth to catch up to the chatter. The truth, as it turns out, is far more inspiring than any rumor. After wrapping up an incredibly demanding filming schedule in the early quiet hours of July 8, 2026, most people would have been completely exhausted. Most of us would have retreated to our private space to recover from the physical and mental toll of such a project. Yet for Liu Yuning, this was the exact moment his work for the day truly began. Without waiting for a PR team to draft a statement or a studio to coordinate a public relations strategy, he personally accessed his own private bank account. In a singular, decisive act, he transferred 1 million RMB directly to the China Rural Development Foundation. This was not a corporate donation filtered through layers of management. This was a personal, hands-on investment in the lives of people he has never even met. The intentionality behind this gesture is what has left so many people stunned. By choosing to donate as an individual rather than through his company, he stripped away the layers of celebrity branding to present something raw, sincere, and human. The documentation released later by his team was not meant to brag. It was meant to provide transparency for the relief efforts. This event brings into sharp focus a pattern that has defined Liu Yuning's career for years, even if he has never explicitly asked for it to be highlighted. When we look back at the timeline of his life in the public eye, we see a consistent, unwavering commitment to showing up when the world is hurting. Many of us remember the early, uncertain days of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Where he quietly extended his support to those on the front lines, often under a different name, purposefully avoiding the spotlight. We saw the same quiet determination during the catastrophic floods in Zhengzhou, Henan in 2021, and again during the emergency relief efforts in Zhouzhou, the Jishishan earthquake in Gansu, the Shigatse earthquake in Tibet, and even during the wake of major disasters in Hong Kong. It is almost impossible to find another figure in the industry who has maintained such a steady, low-profile track record of disaster relief. Why does he do this? To understand Liu Yuning, you have to look at the philosophy that seems to guide his actions. He operates on the belief that success is not just about the applause you receive, but about the stability you can provide to others when their world is falling apart. It is a philosophy of quiet presence. When his studio finally shared the receipt on Weibo, they added a simple, poignant message. Whether in difficult times or better days, we stand together and overcome every challenge. This wasn't just a tagline. It was an invitation for everyone to shift their perspective. The handwritten note he included, which has been shared across countless platforms, carried a personal warmth that is rarely seen in professional charity statements. He wrote that this was his small contribution to help us overcome this difficult time. That word, us, is the key. It reflects a mindset where the celebrity and the community are not separate entities, but are part of the same collective experience. This act of kindness has triggered something truly special within his fan community, the Mo Fan. Inspired by his initiative, fans didn't just sit back and praise him, they took action. They collectively contributed over 230,000 RMB to the same foundation. When you see a community move as one to support a cause like this, you realize that the most powerful thing a star can give is not money, but a template for empathy. He has provided a roadmap for his fans to translate their admiration into real-world change. This brings up an interesting question that has been trending in every comment section. Is it better for celebrities to be loud about their giving to encourage others? Or is the quiet, private method the most authentic form of generosity? There are two schools of thought here. Some argue that publicizing donations acts as a powerful lever, leveraging fame to raise millions more than an individual could donate alone. Others, like Liu Yuning, seem to believe that silence allows the focus to remain strictly on the victims and the necessity of the aid, rather than the benefactor. Both have their merits, but what is undeniable is that Liu Yuning has mastered the balance. He does not announce until the deed is done, ensuring that his aid arrives when it is needed most, not when the media cycle demands it. His choice of the China Rural Development Foundation is also incredibly telling. This organization is renowned for its granular, boots-on-the-ground approach to rural development. They are the ones who make sure that aid is not just a general gesture, but is specifically tailored to the vulnerable rural communities that often face the longest road to recovery after a natural disaster. He is looking at the long game. He is thinking about emergency relief today, but he is also thinking about the reconstruction efforts that will be required months from now. It is a thoughtful, strategic approach to compassion that matches his professional reputation for being hardworking and detail-oriented. As we follow the updates from Guangxi, we are seeing the resilience of the human spirit in action. Rescue operations are continuing around the clock, and while the weather remains unpredictable, the sense of unity is palpable. Stories like this provide a much-needed breath of fresh air in an entertainment landscape that can sometimes feel focused on the superficial. It proves that there is a deep, abiding hunger among the public for stories of substance, integrity, and genuine concern. When we see someone who has reached the pinnacle of their profession and still chooses to prioritize the basic needs of others, it challenges us to look at our own lives. It asks us what we are doing with our own small, individual spheres of influence. Whether or not you are a fan of his music or his acting, you have to admire the consistency. In a world of fleeting trends, consistency is the ultimate form of reliability. Liu Yuning has become a reliable figure, not just as an entertainer who consistently delivers great performances, but as an individual who consistently delivers his best when it counts the most. The recovery in Guangxi will take time. It will take sustained attention, patience, and the continued support of individuals, organizations, and the wider community. But stories like this serve as a reminder that we are never truly alone when we face these challenges. As the waters eventually recede and families begin to return to their homes, the legacy of this support will be measured in the homes rebuilt, the communities restored, and the hope renewed in the hearts of those who felt forgotten. It is a powerful testament to the fact that, while we cannot control the weather or the disasters that nature throws our way, we can always choose how we respond to them. We can choose to be the people who step up, the people who reach out, and the people who make sure that nobody has to walk through the storm by themselves. Thank you so much for hanging out with us at Update X 24 Hours and letting us be a part of your day. We are so grateful to have a community like you that truly cares about the stories behind the headlines. If you found this update meaningful, please do us a huge favor. Tap that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. It's a small step that helps us keep bringing you these positive, real-world stories that shine a light on the best of humanity. We are genuinely curious to hear what you think about this. Do you believe quiet giving is the purest way to support? Or should more stars use their fame to amplify the cause? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going with the same empathy and kindness we've talked about today. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and we will see you in the very next video for more updates that inspire.